what is a BMI? BMI stands for the body mass index. And each body type composes of different classifications. You have underweight, normal weight, overweight, obesity, and extreme obesity. In order to get to know our BMI or body mass index, we have to have this formula. W in kilos, while in height in meter squared. So that's the formula. Weight in kilos divided by height in meter squared. Try to solve this problem. Suppose you are a 50 kilos with a height of 1.4 meter. What is the BMI? You may use your calculator if you have, or you may have that solved manually. The formula to that is BMI is equals to weight in kilos divided by height meter squared. So pag sinabi nating meter squared, ano ba ang dapat natin gawin pag if it is meter squared? Yes, we are going to
multiply by itself.
Since the height is 1.4, so what you need to do,
multiply
1.4 times 1.4. Nakuha po ba natin? So let's solve this problem. So BMI is equals to W or weight in kilos divided by height in meters squared. 50 divided by 1.4 times 1.4. You need to have a result of 1.4 times 1.4. What is it? It's 2.0736. After doing so, divide 50 divided by 2.0736. What is the result? Yes, it's 24.11. Now looking at the category or our standard, the 2411, as we would like to know the classification, it belongs to a normal. Underweight has an 18.5 below 18.5. For the normal, it's 18.5 to 24.99 or 9. For the overweight, 25 to 29.99 or 9. Obese, 30 to 34.9. While the extreme obese, it's 35 above. Now, let me ask you class. If we have a BMI of obese or extreme obese, what do you think would be the future effect if we will maintain that particular BMI? Of course, absolutely, we are prone of having diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and even cancer. And I know we don't like that we will experience that, much more with our family members. Now another, compute the following. Let's see how far you know or how far you learn computing the BMI. Suppose you have 54 kilos with 1.76 meter. Okay, ready? Compute the BMI and classify. I'll give you around 10 seconds to do it. Well done, everyone. Let me see your work. Can you show your answer on screen? Very good. Now remember, BMI is equals to W or weight in kilos and height in meters squared. So what is the first step? Multiply the height by itself. So the weight, we are now going to transpose 54, which is the given weight, while the height, we have to multiply it by itself, 1.76 times 1.76. which is equals to 3.0976. Since we are using a calculator, in order to have an exact, accurate number, we have to have the 4 digits. Now you need to divide the 54 divided by 3.0976, and that gives you 17.43. So what is the classification if under 17.43? Yes, it belongs to underweight. Looking at the height, it's 1.76. Ano sa tingin niyo, class? Mataas ba itong taong to? Or matangkad ba itong taong to? Or short? Yes, matangkad pero payat. Mo nagingon, matangkad siya pero payat. Kasi yung height, yung weight niya is only 54. That is why he belongs to the category underweight. So if you will look at the picture, remember the classification, remember where as to where you are when that particular BMI belongs to. Moving on to the next way in order for us to maintain our body composition is the WHR circle. WHR stands for the waist-hips ratio. So the waist-hips ratio, we need to have your tape measure. We need to have a tape measure as a device in order to get to know or in order to measure our waist and the hips. Looking at the hips, it is the narrowest part of your body. So just under the lowest ribs or at the narrowest point of your hips. So just make sure to measure it in centimeter. Okay? So ma'am, what if wala tayong tape measure? Find time kung saan tayo pwedeng mag-borrow ng tape measure. Or if not, you may buy it since it's available naman po ng kahit anong stores. After getting your waist, now you are going to measure your hips, which considers as the widest portion of your buttocks. Same process, you have to get the centimeter. Once you already have your waist and hips, divide the waist measurement by the hip measurement to get the ratio. So that's the formula. Suppose you have a 74 centimeter waist while 94 centimeter hips. What do you think is the ratio? The WHR. I'll give you 10 seconds to answer this. Again, just simply divide 74 divided by 94. There you go. So I believe you able to got the score or the result. After getting the result, take a look at this chart for the waist-hips ratio or WHR and consider the gender that you are. In that particular problem, the gender for that is a female. The female result is 0.78. So 0.78. So if it is 0.78, as to where siya na belong? Yes, still good. Kasi if you have less than 0.75, that means excellent. Maliit yung bewang, yung waist niya kaysa sa bewang or sa hips. And for those who have 0.80 to 0.86, it's an average. At risk, pag nagkakaroon na po tayo ng more than 0.86 at risk, that means malaki po yung tiyan natin and prone to tayo ng disease. Same also the male. Consider, look at the chart for the male. If it is more than 95.95, at risk na po si male, it could be for a lot of diseases. So there you have the given problem earlier. It's the 7.78 and the category is good. So what is the implication to this? If you have the category of good or excellent, then it would be best that we will maintain that. In the event lumalaki na po yung tiyan natin because of inactivity, meaning hindi na tayo naggagalaw, we are no longer moving or we are no longer doing an activity, that means we need to tone down. We need to get rid of those fats, visceral fats, that is being stored in our stomach or in our belly or in our abdomen. So now, I'd like you to look at this picture. What do you observe? Yes, these people has different body types. The question is, to which body type which is considered as prone of having disease? Absolutely. Those who are having a bigger or somewhat an overweight, obese, and extreme obese. There you go, my dear students. I hope you learned something today and wish you good luck to our next activity. Saying goodbye and have a lovely day.